He was just the janitor. Old flannel shirt, rusty pickup truck, always quiet, always alone. People saw him sweeping floors and assumed he had nothing. But when he died, the truth stunned everyone. He left behind an $8 million fortune. No one knew, not his co-workers, not even his closest friends. How did a gas station worker and part-time janitor outsmart Wall Street? This is the unbelievable true story of Ronald Read, the man who lived poor and died filthy rich. Ronald James Read was born in 1921 in a tiny town in Vermont. He grew up during the Great Depression, when even the basics were luxuries. His family was poor but hardworking. Money was always tight, and Ronald learned early on that every penny counts. He was the first in his family to finish high school. After serving in World War II, Ronald returned home and settled into a quiet, working-class life. He pumped gas for over 2 decades, then worked part-time as a janitor at a J.C. Penney store, just to stay active. To the outside world, there was nothing remarkable about him. He drove the same old car for years. He fixed everything himself. He never showed off. He liked black coffee, old tools, and newspapers, and especially the business section. And it's in those newspapers that his secret life began. You see, Ronald Read didn't just read the business section. He studied it. He wasn't a stockbroker. He didn't have a finance degree. But he understood something that most people miss: the power of long-term investing. With every paycheck, however small, Ronald bought stocks. Not flashy, risky stocks. He bought shares in rock-solid, dividend-paying companies. Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, J.P. Morgan Chase. He wasn't trying to get rich quick. He was trying to grow, slowly, steadily, and most importantly, he never sold. Ronald reinvested his dividends. He ignored market crashes. He didn't flinch during recessions. He bought quality, and he held it for decades, and it worked. When Ronald passed away in 2014 at the age of 92, his secret was revealed. He had quietly amassed a portfolio worth over $8 million. The man who clipped coupons and wore patched-up jackets had become a millionaire many times over. But what he did next was even more remarkable. He left $1.2 million to his local hospital, the same one where his late wife received care. And he donated $4.8 million to the Brattleboro Public Library, where he spent countless quiet afternoons reading. People were speechless. Ronald Read didn't just live humbly, he died generously. So how did he do it? It wasn't magic. It wasn't luck. It was patience, discipline, and time. Ronald never earned a high salary. He never built a business. He simply spent less than he earned and invested the rest. That's it. No one noticed because he never wanted to be noticed. He didn't care about designer clothes, new gadgets, or fast cars. He cared about freedom and financial peace. His story is a lesson, not just in finance, but in mindset. He proved that you don't need to be rich to build wealth. You don't need to be flashy to be successful. You just need to be consistent and patient. Most people overestimate what they can do in a year. Ronald understood what he could do in a lifetime. If he had spent like most people, trying to look rich, he would have died broke. Instead, he lived simply and left behind a legacy that still changes lives. He's a hero to those who understand that wealth isn't about what you show. It's about what you build quietly. Ronald Read is proof that anyone, no matter where they start, can build a fortune. Not overnight, but over time. So the next time you think, I don't make enough to invest, think of Ronald, the janitor who swept floors by day and built an empire by night. This is the Fortune Files. Real stories, real people, real wealth.